Yeah, there we go. All right. Welcome to a special edition of Tuesday with Todd on Thursday, because you never get enough of Tuesday with Todd, right? So tonight we are going to press a little. We're going to do sublimation on glow in the dark HTV. Pretty cool process. I was hoping that stuff would stay charged long enough, and I even set up a camera in the back room so that way the lights were off. It was there, but as you can see, you just can't see it. There's nothing there. It's just not holding the charge. It was cloudy. It's not doing anything. We tried to kick this off, so you're going to see it, and then I have to post pictures of it to show you actually how it turns out. But trust me, if you've seen the videos, in the pictures, you see that it is an amazing process. So without further ado, let's get our hellos out there. Oh, and like I said earlier, if in the comments there is the link to the YouTube video, share it out so that way we can get it to as many people as we can. Looks like when people are watching in the groups, we're not getting the feedback from, we're not seeing their comments, and that's we can't see it. So if you share the YouTube link to it, which they can go to youtube.com/fatdadwholesale, you'll be able to find the link to this, or the link is in the comments here or there. So let's check in with everybody and see how we're doing. How were PT conferences? I don't know. I didn't go. I came here because I was stressing out over this, and I wasn't sure if there was enough time between the conferences and get back here. 5:30 sounded a lot better than 6 because it's already been a long day. So I'm assuming they're good because, hey, we're teaching like 80% of it. So we're pretty good teachers. I conferenced Corey. I think she's doing an amazing job. So I say she's doing swell. So there's that. Leanne, thank you. I am feeling a little better. I was starting to feel great yesterday, and then today I kind of woke up and it seemed like some of it came back. So we'll see how we go. We can only go up from there. Still no fever. I can still taste and I can still smell. So I'm going to say COVID-free. Yeah, you know me. We're not messing with that. Sarah, thanks for stopping by. This is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun little thing. Valerie, whoa, you caught something live? Maybe I need to start at like 5:30 or something. Main reason we started at 5 was because when we were closing down the shop at 5. Before it was at 6, it was standing around for an hour waiting for it to start. And I'd been here since, usually 6 or 7 in the morning, so it made for a long day. When we move things back home, we might go ahead and maybe push that time back a little, 6, 7 o'clock, and go from there. We'll see what everybody thinks, because you can always, catch the replays of it as well. Do I have sound? Do I have sound now? Hopefully I have sound now because I found the little microphone button that was there. No sound, no sound. Yeah. No sound. I see everybody telling me no sound. Yay sound. Yeah, I found the mic, so we were good there. Looking forward to this. Wonder if it would work with our sublimation markers. I would think it would, Ashley, because what it is the inks that are with it. The main thing is that sublimation, that vinyl, is putting it on there. We did a little test with some reflective today. Didn't really come out the greatest because that reflective one is a cold peel. So you can't really cold peel it off of Teflon, you know what I mean? So you're going to have to do it on the shirt, which I don't like sublimating, on shirts if I can prevent it, because if there's anything that's extra on it, it's not there. You're also not scorching that shirt by having it at, that 400 degrees or so. So I think that the sublimation markers would work amazing. In fact, I do believe that. I think I have a pack up there that I can definitely try that and see how it works out once we go there. What else do we have here? Where'd that go? That came back there. Facebook user. This is a thing with Facebook, and we're noticing that more and more each time that we use this, that Facebook changes things up. If you head over to StreamYard.com/Facebook and give them permission, then we should see you. Otherwise, I don't know who you are. There we go. The info is going to be in here. It's pretty simple, just how you do glitter. There might be a few changes, but you'll see there. Alicia, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Another Facebook user. Hello. Finally getting to see me live. Yeah, all right. Don't adjust your time just for you kids and all their chaos. Hey, we'd like to adjust the time to more people, but because some people, they can't always get it. I made a live. Sounds like an interesting topic. I think so. I think this sublimation on some glow-in-the-dark HTV. Why not? Let's see. Marvin, good to see you. Checking to see you are not an FU, Marvin. In fact, Marvin is whose ink that we use. Driven by graphics. I'm staring at it right here. So all the links to everything that I use will eventually end up down in the description. Once this is said and done and we go back and update it, you'll be able to find out where we get the HTV from, where we're getting the designs from, where we're getting our paper from, what kind of ink. We'll have that all down in the description, so that way you're able to find it from there. Where's the link to YouTube? The link from YouTube is, let's go ahead and do it right there. Boom. That should post right there. So that'll come through there is the link to the YouTube. You can hear me. Great. Always miss my lives. But yeah, I'm glad somebody made it too. And Karen made it. Karen, good to see you. Kim, good to see you as well. Another Facebook user, and Facebook is just not playing around. Chuck wants to know what kind of paper I use. I use the A-Sub paper. So without further ado, I say we get in it. Now, artwork that we're going to do, I guess I should find, oh, the other stuff's over there. So we'll kick this down from here. Artwork. Ooh, we've got some spooky, and let's see if you can read that. That's a good thing I like about Sublimation, you can read it through there. But we're going to do one of these. Now, I'm doing these, our kids need shirts, so I figured what better thing to make them some shirts for, and they need to be orange. So, hey, what, we have a store. I found some orange, that we stockpile because it's that time of year, and that's what you need to do. So we're going to pull those. We'll move over to the live action pressing because, as I can see, that is just not playing along nicely in there. I've got my notes here to tell you what I'm doing along with it. Let's get back through here. Yes, you're a Facebook, you're an FU, you're an FU, you're an FU, you're an FU. Facebook is changing things up. So if you want to know who you are, just go over to the YouTube channel. You can find, like I said, you can find the link here. Check in there. Go ahead and like and subscribe and share and do all that fun stuff. So that way, when we go live, you get it, and then we can know who you are because, hey, Facebook just isn't playing along. And hey, we got Aaron here. All right. So without further ado, let's get over here. We'll move. No sound. Yeah, I'm realizing that now. I gotta make this the solo layout. Boom. There we go. Now we can go, and we can go from here. So to start over again, parchment paper, and that's why we're doing two of them. So we'll see it. Parchment paper, and then we've got our HTV, which we've cut and mirrored, just how you would any other thing. Our press is at 375 for 45 seconds for the first one. So you put the parchment paper down, then you're going to go ahead and tack your HTV down. Now the design can be larger than this, it can be smaller than this, completely up to you. I like the smaller one, so that way I'm going to get the glow in the dark outline for it. But once you have it on here, you're just going to, kind of line it up where you think it should go. Cover sheet, our handy dandy, good old fashioned Sam's butcher paper. We're going to throw that in there. We're going to press this at 375 for 45 seconds. Actually, I had two of them, so I'll go through that process again with this because unlike glitter HTV, where you peel the transfer off of the parchment paper, this you're peeling the parchment paper off the transfer. So it's going to stick on the transfer sheet, not to the parchment, if that makes sense, which you'll see. So you'll want to let it cool down for a second or four while that happens. So we've got about 16 seconds left here. Like I said, 375 for 45 seconds is what we found the sweet spot for this. We're using a converted Epson with inks driven by graphics that we will have. I think we'll have the links in there. So now, easy breezy, that comes off. This is stuck to this. We'll move this out of the way. I'll show you again from start to finish while we let this one cool down just a little. So, like I said, parchment paper, design, tack press, 1, 2, up, get that guy out of the way, find our design, line it up how you see fit, which that looks like that's going to be close, good enough, whatever. So we'll put those on there. 45 seconds, 375 degrees. This is for this first part here, because then we need to kick our temperature down to whatever your settings are for your particular HTV. This one is, we're using Caesar. We get it from the Rhinestone World. Links to that will be down in our comments as well. You're at 310 for, 10 to 15 seconds. So I think we'll go 310 for 13 seconds is where we'll put it at. That's where we've been at. And we'll show you the process on that. Now, the worst thing is I'm not going to be able to show you the darkness unless I can get somebody to come here real quick and play outside for me. But I don't think that's really going to happen. It could, but I don't think it's going to happen. So now we've got 4 left back on this. Ta-da, ta-da. That comes up. We'll move this out of the way, and we're going to set our temp down now to that 310, and then we'll change our temp or our time as well to 13 seconds. I think that'll be a good sweet spot for us. That's what we've been using. It seemed to be working fine so far. But each vinyl is different, so you have to remember that too. Not all settings are the same. What works for me may not work for you. That move the mic back over here so that way I can see, and we'll kick this guy right here. Where's our handy dandy? Oh, that's our handy dandy. Whatever is not going to work tonight, is it? So we're going to make it work. We're going to make something work. So maybe I can make something work here, guys, because the camera decided that it's going to not play along. Ooh, a koozie always works good in any situation. And there's a koozie. So now we'll exit out of solo mode here. Exit solo screen. And there we are. So we're back to here. We can move this guy. So this is what you're going to do. Is you're going to peel. You can see what I'm doing. It's got in the corner. You're going to peel that away. So it's on your transfer sheet. That should get you there. Yeah. Let me move that here, and then you can see it. I don't know if it took that there, Aaron. Now that I think about that. There. I don't know why I didn't that time. All right. So yeah, we got the questions. Let's see. So you saw what we did there. So we're going to see. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anything. We got the sound. We got that. I love how everybody's telling me like I should see and go from there. But hey, that's why I need that switcher. That's just going to do it. I figured it out all together, and it moved from there. But you can hear me now, so we're good there. Tried to tell you. Yep. Corey was smart. I told her if she ever needs anything to just FaceTime me, because then I can see. And as soon as I saw a FaceTime thing, I knew exactly what it is. I don't know if the camera is going in and out of focus. It shouldn't, but hopefully it's not there. Okay. So here's what we got. So we got this. We're going to press there. We've got the other one, and we're waiting for our, like I said, I peel the parchment away from the transfer. Pretty simple. Melanie, okay. So for time and temp, we go 375 for 45 seconds. That's what we use on ours. Now, it could be less or more depending on what you're using, but that's what we found to work for us. 375, 45 seconds. Tack it down first, apply your transfer, then go ahead and press for that 375 for 45 seconds. Now, from there, you peel from the back, and then you just press. So I would do a bunch of these and then kick my time so you're not bouncing around all the time. But now we should be able to press. We're going to see where that is over there, which means if I add this and then I take it to solo stream, right? You can still hear me. Lisa, let's see. Lisa, there is the link once again that I'm putting in there. LiveOSG.com will get you there. Let's see, LiveOSG.com. You can share that one. And then YouTube.com/FatDadWholesale will get you there as well. So there's the links. You should have it. Like I said, so from start to finish, you're laying down the parchment paper. We'll get back over here soon, so you can see it. So you'll lay down the parchment paper, your glow in the dark HTV. You'll tack it down. Then you'll apply your transfer to it. You'll press that at 305 degrees. For that 45 seconds is what we found. Then you'll pull it off. You'll peel, like I said, the parchment paper away from the transfer, so that way your transfer paper, your sublimation transfer paper, is now holding that transfer. And then from here, you'll be able to apply it to the shirt. So let's get that rocking and rolling, shall we? Because what better thing to press on than a hooded sweatshirt? Because hey, it's fall. I know I'm going to have to adjust some pressure here. So let's see what that does. Adjust some pressure. Put some pressure down. And then we'll like I said, this stuff is going to be at this stuff is going to be, what was it, 310 for 13 seconds is where we're going to be at. So we're going to line it up right there. Now, I wouldn't worry about anything else here as far as like blowout paper or anything, because you've already taken care of that. The temperature is too low, but color sheet, you can't ever go wrong with it. I think I got enough one here, but so we're just going to try and line this up. Not too high, not too low, not too center, not too any of that. We'll cover this up, and now we're going to press for our 13 seconds, and we'll see how it goes. I will answer questions, and then we'll come back and we'll press the other one. So we'll see how this all works out. So that pulls off. Now you should just be able to pull that right off of there. Oh, let's see, not enough pressure. Not enough pressure. Which, hey, I was my t-shirts are there. Yeah, I should probably have the rest of the stuff on here. But hey, you're seeing it. But there, my friends, is how it is. So we'll switch that around. I exit solo mode. Bring this up here because that's where it should go. Exit solo mode, and there's that, and then now I can remove from stream. And you can see that's there on there. And like I said, I had to adjust pressure. I was using t-shirts earlier, and that's just like anything else. You just have to adjust your stuff to make sure that it's on there. But you can see, hey, there it is. We sublimated on that glitter stuff, or on the glow in the dark, and then we applied it. So pretty sweet there. All right, let's see. I tried moving the mic. It didn't work so much. Caesar brand. Yeah, that's what this was. This was a Caesar brand that I had left over as well. I had a boat ton of it, so let's see what we can do with it. And that worked. I'm assuming other brands are going to work as well, because let's face it, they pretty much all come from the same place. So that should work, I would think, with anything. But always test it off, because I can't say 100% for sure or not. Nope, can't see you now. You're still a Facebook user. So go ahead and head over to liveosg.com or YouTube.com/FatDadWholesale, and you'll be able to see it there. I tried. It's back now. I need to get that wireless mic again, because it was working great. Got it. Okay. You need high temp grease for your press. Do I? For what? What do I need it for? Just to make the squeaky not squeak? I like the squeaky. The squeaky feels good. And Corey does not like the squeaky, so I think I'm fine with it. Nope, there's still a few. Like I said, Facebook changed up their stuff, and so now pretty much everybody has to go back and give them permission to go through. It's not our thing. The way to always prevent that is to head over to our YouTube channels. That way we always see who you are. So if you head over to there, you'll be able to we'll be able to see who you are, and then you're fine. Great, got it there. If you don't have parchment, can you use a Teflon sheet? I wouldn't see why not. I try to stay away from the Teflon sheets because nothing sticks to it. So that means the ink doesn't stick to it, which is going to the blowout paper and everything else there. I just got the parchment paper from wherever, Walmart, the grocery store, Aldi. I don't know where it came from. I stole it out of the cupboard. I'll probably get yelled at for it, but that's what I get the parchment paper from. But I would think you could use a Teflon sheet just as well. I'm not crazy. You print on the back side of the glow in the dark and then press it as every other. No. So you tack it first. So you will cut it in mirror, just like you would normally. So if I'm normally going to cut a design, I cut that there, and then I tack it down onto the parchment paper. Then I peel off the cover, then I apply my transfer on it. So if you've ever sublimated glitter HTV, it's the same way. It's the same process as that, where you tack it down, press it on it, and you can go from there. So you don't mirror your subdesigns? Oh, no, that was mirrored. Yeah, the design's mirrored. You mirror it because you're pressing that down. So everything is mirrored on that because you're pressing it from the front down. So yes, you want that mirrored. Maggie, that's her haunted. Make sure I get this right. Haunted Designs Art. Is that right? Let me look in my little notes here. Haunted Design Arts. Haunted Designs Art. Over on Etsy. That's where the designs came from. Bougie. Right there. Sweet. And then we've got the spooky one that we'll do next. The mic was right next to the press, so it was very loud. I need to move it away that way. Awesome. So see, yeah, we'll get there. Wax parchment. Let's see what it says. Unbleached, compostable parchment paper. I don't think it says anything about wax. I don't think so. Fiber baby was 75% unbleached fibers, 0% chlorine bleaching. It does not say anything about waxing, so I would go with unwaxed, because I'm assuming if it's going to be waxed, it would say so. Not waxed paper, parchment paper. This one doesn't look like it is any kind of waxed at all. Hello again. This is so exciting to know that you can sublimate on glow. You've just opened so many doors. My mind is racing. Is this new glow that Matt has? No, this is just the standard Caesar. Now, I was talking with Matt today, and actually we tried a couple things, and he was going to try and see how the color spark glow in the dark works. Should be the same process with that we're assuming. We actually tried it on the reflective to see if that would pull through, but the reflective was overpowering the sublimation. Granted, the sublimation that we used was on the lighter side of design, so he's going to keep testing it and see how it is on the darker one, and I'm going to try it too and see where we meet with that. Greetings, Mildred. Thank you. It is pretty cool. It's definitely something to wax paper with smoke, or at least does in the oven. Okay, so it's not waxed. It does not say that it's waxed. Now, let's go ahead and press the other one, and we'll see how that one comes out. Because I don't think there's sun outside anymore. We had sun for about 4 hours for last week. We missed our window on it. Let's see. I'm going to see what Terry says. I use Teflon with pressing on glitter, just the bottom regular blow-up paper. Yeah, so I would say try it. What's the worst you could do, right? Is ruin a Teflon sheet. That's the best thing about this is, yeah, you're gonna ruin some stuff. You're gonna break some eggs to make an omelet, right? I mean, that's all part of the thing. I could, if I had another time, I could probably do one up here. Do I got time to print one out? Maybe, but I don't have another one needed, do I? No. So that I'm kind of stuck from. But I would assume that you'd be able to. I just usually, if that's the one that you're going to use for it, I'd use consistent with that one. You don't, or you got to make sure that you're cleaning it in between, because if there's any ink or anything that gets on it and you don't, and then you go to use it on your, for a shirt, for anything like that, guess where that ink's going to go? End up on that shirt. I've not done the HTV anything sublimation. This is so cool. Yeah, sublimation is a very fun process, and I think it's one that a lot of people can enjoy and have fun with. In fact, all right. So we're gonna move over to this camera, and then I'm gonna solo stream it, and then now I should be able to move the mic, and then we should be able to be good. I should move that over here, and then we should be fine on this next one. So shirt. Done. Ta-da. Shirt. La da da. Transfer. Da da da. What about right there? You know. And then our paper. And then we'll let it go. So this is at that 310 for 13 seconds. We'll see how it hits from there. I'm actually gonna let it run for a second because I'm gonna check on something else just to see how it'll work. So I get that off from there. Move. Done. Find a corner. Ooh, see? This one's being a little stinker. There it goes. Yeah, but we had a little part come up there, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover this. And I think it's because I'm using that. So if I use the pressing pillow, I probably wouldn't have that issue. Having that there, we know how sweatshirts are, especially a kid's sweatshirt. That's always the best part. We'll have that there. I'm gonna look for something real quick while you stare at this fun, magical image of that right there, and we're gonna see something. All right, I thought I had the markers handy close by, and I was going to go check them, but they are not handy nor close by. So remove from stream, and there we are. So there's that one. Now, the worst thing is, I don't know how to show you how these glow in the dark still, because as it is right now, you don't know. I don't think I can do like that fun, like close your eyes and put it over it. But take my word for it, it'll glow in the dark. It just does. You've seen the pictures, you've seen the videos. I will add to it so you can see it. But that's sublimation on glow in the dark HTV. Where shall we begin? All right, let me go back and see where we go with things. And let's see, this should still be over here, so I'm fine with that. There you go. Smart. Couldn't compost if it were waxed. There we go. Thinking. We learned, yeah, we just keep trying. You just keep trying and see how that pulls up. Do lots of sub, just not with the vinyl. Yeah, so I've got, in fact, let me see if I think I have it over on this camera. Let's see. Let me see if it's on this one or not. Because I think I have a spot to pull over there. Oh, I don't. It was on the other side. It was on the other side. So I thought it was there. So traditionally, we've got the eco solvent for glitter. And so we will just print on the glitter and do it from there, which, let's see, I'm going to move this light here. Maybe it'll give me a better glitter feel and see. So it's got a good glitter sheen to it. And we can just print on this and the transfers just come to you ready to press. No big deal. But it does kind of have that dull color, but the sparkle one is amazing. Now, you see what that looks like. That is when you sub on glitter. The colors are way richer, but you see, you kind of have to catch the light just right to get the glitter effect. But it's there. It's definitely there. But this one has more of like that glitter that you can see straight on. So you can sublimate on glitter, no problem. So we do that on projects. Most of the time, we'll just print straight out on the glitter, depending on what it is there. And now we've learned that we can print on the glow in the dark. All right, let's get that light out of my eyes because I'm dying on that. What else here? Really struggle with the clothing in the heat, leaving a shiny box when subbing. So that's going to be your material, because if you're using a sublimation ready shirt, something that is 100% poly, that is the correct shirt, you're not going to get that. The pressure is key with it. testing your temp to see what the lowest temp that you can get away with the shortest amount of time to still produce the most vibrant colors. Sublimation is a thing, and that's to be truthful, sublimation and garments and apparel, that's my kryptonite. It's something that I usually stay away from because I'm not the greatest at it. Now, there's people that kill it on it because they do it day in, day out. They've got a great process on it. They'll do the 50/50s, they'll do the bleached ones, and they nail it. It's not something that I do, so I could only get better at it the more I try. But there are people that are just killing it out there, and I'm almost guaranteeing that it took them time to get there. So just keep at it, and you'll be fine. I wish I could train my brain to do upside down. Here's the thing, though. I don't do it all upside down. Hoodies, I'll do that way. And most of the time, because it slides on, there's the pocket that's right there, and you don't have the hood wonky donkey in the back. Hoodies are the only thing. So I really have to think about it when I'm placing those designs, especially when we're doing things like single color shirts, and we're doing a fairly decent run of here's all of these shirts and here's the same logo on it, because you're all just, and then you put a hoodie on and put nails, because usually I try and keep my transfers one way, and then I can just take them and flip them and go to there. Then I have to remember I need to switch those transfers so I can still keep the same process going. All right. Where I was confused is what you were using for transfer mask material. I was on the phone when we did that. Okay, so it's just your paper. So it goes the parchment paper, then your HTV that you're tacking down, and you remove that cover sheet. Your sublimation paper, whatever you're using for that. I'm using the A sub paper that we get from Amazon. We're able to, that transfer, you push that on your glow in the dark. You press that for 375 degrees. You press that at 375 degrees for 45 seconds, and then you will peel the parchment paper off of the transfer. So your A sub transfer paper, or whatever transfer paper you're using, will now hold that glitter HTV, and then you'll apply that there. So hopefully that explains it to you. YouTube again, you can either go to liveosg.com or you can go to youtube.com/fatdadwholesale. When you get to both those places, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. So as we go live, and I think I'm going to try and go more live more often, just shorter amounts of time. We'll still have our Tuesday with Todd. You're doing it once, half hour and an hour, but there's a lot of things that I want to do that only are going to take 5 or 10 minutes. And then we can totally stream down this process to here's the steps for it. I totally need an editor for that to say, here's what I want, and go from. So it'll eventually be there. Take the camera and the hoodie back to the dressing room. That's the thing, is there's not enough light in here to show it well. You saw the difference between being out in the sunlight where it charges it from there. Having it here doesn't work the greatest. And then because I had this one, that there is a shirt that's right behind here. That one had just came in from outside. And earlier when it was sunny, it was magnificent, and it was looking great. And when it got cloudy, guess what? It just didn't charge as well. So it only stuck around for about 5 minutes in between the time he's setting up. Now, if I had somebody here, wink, that would take care of that, wink, it would be perfect, wink. So when we move back and have the studio at home, I will have an assistant that is an awesome camera girl. I mean, Erin has one. I should have one too. I just think it's only fair that I should have my own camera person, wink. So yes, that would work there. What else? Where did we go from there? YouTube channel. Yeah, sure, I'll believe that. I'm gonna try this. Yeah, definitely try it. I want to see how it turns out. Hoping I had the markers that I thought they were right in the drawer, and they weren't. Corey, if you know where the markers are, I would definitely just grab a scrap out and we try it. So. Once again, not having my assistant here that knows where everything is kind of ruins me, because I don't know if it's still in this. It could be in this cabinet over here, it could be in that drawer over there, or it could be on that shelf over there, or it could be on that shelf there. I'm not 100% sure, and that's a great thing to do. So maybe I'll try it and show you. And you know what? Actually, when I get off here, I'll look for it, and then I'll go ahead and I'll post what I have. But definitely give it a try, because I want to see. You guys always come up with great stuff, so I want to see what can you do with it. How fun is this going to be? Where you could, about a ghost, and then you can draw the picture on it. Ooh, yeah, you can make your own ghost with it. It's pretty cool. It is pretty sweet. I love it on there. Yeah, subbing on glitter is amazing, because, like I said, that those colors, that rich glitter with that stuff on there, amazing. That blue, yeah, it does. It's amazing. And the red is too. That red is so much richer on it when you're subbing on glitter versus printing on glitter. But you got to think the cost too, because when you're subbing on glitter, I've got this, I've got the glitter HTV, and then I'm printing out the design, and then I'm cutting this, and then I'm putting it on here, and then I'm applying it. There's more labor and more cost in this than there is in this. When you see this and the glitter there, and that's what you can see is that glitter with it, because I see there, and they're just coming just ready to press. So there is quite a big difference between the two. But yeah, the glitter, we do quite a bit of glitter that way. Would you mind going through the steps again? I think I missed something. I think you said that you used HTV anything on that. I did not. Okay, so steps again. Let's build here. So we have our platinum. Here's my platinum. Here's my parchment paper. Okay, and then it's the glitter heat transfer vinyl that you have down next, and then you will put your sublimation transfer on top of that, and then your blowout sheet. You will press that at 375 degrees for 45 seconds. You will peel your transfer paper, or you will peel the parchment paper off of your, leaving behind your transfer and HTV, which then you will apply to the shirt, garment, whatever, and you will press that for the recommendations of the heat transfer, the glow and dark heat transfer. Like this one was 310 for 10 to 15 seconds. So we did 310 for 13 seconds. So that is the process. Hopefully I explained it. If not, let me know, and I will do my best to try a little bit harder. What else do we have here? Tear the paper instead of cutting it on the sublimation. It helps not to get the shiny score. That is true. I do a lot of the tear, so it leaves that softer edge on it. So that's there. But once again, that's labor. You're tearing that out there. You have 50 shirt order. That's some time to do that. So remember that too. When you're doing all these little tips and tricks and things to make your print better, realize how much time that is in there. And make sure that you're covering yourself for that. Excuse me. I need a drink. There's nothing even in there. Do that all the time. Never an issue. Great. Q-pick. Was it for her whatchamacallit thingamajigger? Your assistant is busy with your offspring. That's not necessarily true, because they went to go get in line for a haunted trick or treat or something at the park, and the line was literally a mile and a half long. So they got out of it. So I could have had one. I could have very well had an assistant. So don't tell me that. Yeah, see, the Spooktacular was a hot mess, and I wasn't waiting. So she could have came here. So there. Yeah. Have I tried to pass on glitter? No, because I'm lazy. I really could. Have you tried it? Has it worked any better? For us, yeah. So far, so good. That's where it's at with it. I have not tried it, but me, I'm always up for trying anything. So why not, right? What do I use to get ink off of my platinum? As far as what kind of ink? Sublimation ink. Heat it up and you wipe it off with a shirt. That's what I've done when I've got stuff on there before. They do make a platinum cleaner that's for it. There's a couple other not industry specific cleaners that work too, but for the most part, what was it? Soft scrub? What was that, Corey? That we used for it? And I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. But traditionally, when I've gotten ink on it, I've used a shirt and wiped it off and got it heat and wiped it off, and that's what we've done there. All right. So that, my friends, that's where I'm kind of stuck at. I really wish I could have showed these. Oh, I might have a brilliant idea. I might, because me, sometimes I can think. Let me move that over here, and let's see if I can do this. If not, we're gonna see if I can make this work, because it might not. We'll keep you there for a second. I'm gonna see. Nope, that didn't work. That didn't work over there. All right, so that didn't work, but this might work. I'm gonna see. All right. Haha. Okay. So I know you don't want to see craziness, but I'll kick it out of the screen. And we're going to bring you right in here. We're going to move you in this box. And I don't know if this is going to work or not, but hey, it's worth a shot, right? So if I close this and I close this, let me try and make that a little more clear. So if I do these two and I close this here, whoa, did you see that? Ooh, it kind of glows. Yeah, that kind of worked. That kind of worked. Yeah, I kind of made it work. So it's not the greatest, but if I move that camera back here a little, there, you can see it. Yeah, you can. You can see it glowing there. Like I said, outside is way better. It definitely works where it needs to go. But now you can at least see that it worked. Whoa, hello. Let's move that there. So, get my koozie back in there because the koozie always makes everything better. So, that was it. Haha, we were able to work on there. Yes, where did I miss here? I had to take my dog out and could barely hear. I don't like yelling. I never know how loud I am, but you can always go back and rewatch, but that is how we have it there. 2-pass. I believe it is also entertained here. As Marvin says, there is an option to print onto materials with multiple passes, which increases the ink density laydown. It means you put more ink on the product. Is it worth it on some things? Probably in the glitter, it probably is, but you got to remember you're doubling your cost on it because you're using twice as much ink and it's going to take twice as long too. So remember that when you're doing that as well. But at least now you were able to see what this looks like in somewhat of there. Now, can I take 100% credit for this? Absolutely not. There's always somebody who tried something. And this was Mike Garcia. I seen him over at Sublimation Cove. Is that right? Where Cosmos Inks is. I seen him post pictures to it over there. And there wasn't a real video or process. It was just pictures. So then I started thinking, hey, this kind of works out good. So you can check out his stuff over at Fiddly Stitch. He's out of Fort Stockton, Texas. But thank you, Mike, for trying this first and putting it out there and then allow me to try and do it and go from there. Once again, we press at 375 degrees for 45 seconds. Cut the vinyl in reverse. You print in reverse, just like you would do everything normal. You go your parchment paper, your HTV that you've tacked down, you add your transfer to it. From there, you will press that at 375 for 45 seconds. You will peel the parchment paper off of the transfer in the HTV, and then you will apply it to your garment per the recommendations of the HTV. Now, with this, in the links, you will find the link to this amazing artwork. For Hana Designs Art, always fun stuff over there. You can find the links to that down in the description. Hana Designs Art over on Etsy. The ink that we use is the Driven by Graphics Black. Well, I mean black. We got all the colors. I don't know how close Marvin is to releasing it, but so far we have had great results with it. So I'm really liking how that works. The printer that we are using is an Epson 7610 that's been converted using those inks from Driven by Graphics. Works great there. No issues. We swapped it out. Everything's been fine there. Also, paper was the Asa paper from Amazon. So we were able to, that's where that came from. Vinyl was the glow-in-the-dark Caesar that we got from the Rhinestone World. Link from that is in the description as well. You can actually find all of our links in the description. There are some affiliate links in there, so some we make a couple cents off of, some we make nothing off of. We just like to promote our friends. So there's where you should be able to find everything in the links to the comments there, which in fact I can probably put the links to everything right here. If I go this way, that should get us the link to everything there. And let's see, what else do we have here? Awesome, good to see. Just notice your blue, yeah, right? I mean, I'm not the only one that has that, right? That has that problem. Where as you pull off the rolls of the tape of the stuff that you got, you put it there and you're going to use it again. whatever, man. It is what it is. It goes through there. They should. I hope they do. They needed sweatshirts for H&H's Hattie and Hudson, our two little ones. But hey, they needed orange sweatshirts, and so we made them stuff, and they're going to glow in the dark. And there. I don't know if Corey was too keen on the idea, but I mean, I think Hattie is going to look amazing in bougie, right? How cute of a design is that to start with, right? And then you can never go wrong with a spooky skeleton who do. You can never go wrong with that for a boy. So I think so too. She wanted a jack-o'-lantern face on the orange. Well, I guess her dad will just have to order another hoodie and do something else. We'll put it on tomorrow's order or whatever. There we go, Haunted Designs. No, thank you for making amazing artwork that is good for sublimation. Most everything there is sublimation, right? There's sublimation designs and transfers. Maggie also sells transfers through her site as well. I don't believe there is anything cut vinyl. There might be some stuff cut, but very awesome sublimation designs. And I think we're going to, do more of them. We're going to kind of collaborate on some more projects and kind of get the group together of everybody who, if you press thing or if you are, somebody who has a laser that makes your own sublimation blanks, or you have any products that you want to, promote a little, hey, shoot me a message. Let's work out a deal, and we'll start putting out there. We do have something in the works with the company, hopefully to be able to report next month. I'm hoping to start that November 1st. Gives you a little discount, gives us a little affiliate link. We'll promote them. We've had good luck with the products in the past, so me, I'm not going to push anything I do not feel comfortable pushing. So it's been an ongoing process, and hopefully we can have that for you. November 1st is what we're looking at. What else? What is the lineage? I'm not sure what the lineage is, sir. Link. Oh, the link again. Links. I just have the link there. The link for that should get you to everything there. Otherwise, in the description on the YouTube video has the link to our has where we get the vinyl from. Has to Haunted Art Design or Haunted Design Art. Why can't I get that right, Maggie? Can you just change the name to Haunted Art, please? That would make me feel way more easy or to pronounce ish or something like that. But yeah, the links will be there. Or I know those two are there. We'll go back and we'll add the stuff for the Amazon one for where we get our paper from. And it did look like ink listing will be soon. Need to finish some video and wrap up some listings. Great. So Marvin will be listing those soon. Ever so mentioned soon. But I think for the most part, we've got everything. Yeah, just like this. Haunted Designs. Perfect. I'm just going with that. Haunted Designs. Art is the back part of it. It works out great. So there. I think I've got everything in there. We know what we're pressing at. 375, 45 seconds. I want to see what you guys do. If you've got some glow in the dark vinyl on hand, go ahead, try it. Let me see what you got. We've got still 9 days to Halloween, so you can put up some cool stuff there. If not, you still got time to order it in. We've got some links in there. If you already have a place that you order from there, try it out. Show them what you can do. It adds an extra thing to it. So share in the group, share in the comments, do all that fun stuff, and we'll, I love seeing what people can create. Now, on last week's edition of Tuesday with Todd, we were going to have a drawing for the sample pack of the Spangles. I'm going to hold that till Tuesday, so that way it just pushes it through and we can do it all in one there because we just ran out of time. We'll draw 2 packs for that out of the comments from last week's video. So from last week's video on the Spangles, we'll do 2 out of that. If you're in Maggie's group too, the Haunted Designs, it's like 30 words long. I'm sure I will be able to get a link to that. We're also doing a sample pack giveaway in that where we're going to do something fun, a nice little collaboration there where we're doing some new Spangles and we're going to do some printed HTV and we're going to do some decals and we're going to have a fun little giveaway in that group as well. So that's something else. If you have a group and you want to run a promo, let us know. Let's work together and we'll put it up there. We try to do as much fun as we can for everybody. And, at the end of the day, we just want to spread the knowledge. So, to get as many people feeling comfortable with their business that they can. And that's it. Yeah. Tomorrow, we do have Reggie nominations. I think those are still open till next week. So is that next week or the week after? I think it might be 2 weeks. So if you head to tworegularguys.com/Reggies, there are some categories that I feel we know a lot of people that could be nominated. Now, I will not fight for any votes, right? And if you nominate, great. If I make that, great. I'm going to change my name to Reggie nominated Todd Downing because, hey, then why not? It just sounds cool. But you can go there. There's some great categories, and it's always a great time because I learn about new people, new products, new things that is going on in our industry as a whole. Because the only way I knew about was somebody got nominated for something. What is that? Let me go check that out. So, it's definitely fun for the people by the people type thing. So get over there and put in your nominations for that. Tomorrow it is tomorrow because today is Thursday. So tomorrow on Two Regular Guys, 10 a.m. Central. That's the number 2, regularguys.com. You can, that podcast and live on video that'll be on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere that's there. You have Scott Ritter from the DAX Show. And Scott's not just going to talk about DAX. He's going to talk about some other things as well. So that'll be a great show to turn into. And then on Saturday at 12:30 p.m., Aaron over at liveosg.com, it will be his part 2 of his 10-part series. I don't remember the correct name of it. So hopefully Aaron will correct me on the name of it. If not, you can go there and you see that because it's a 10-week program that's there. There will be 2 of it. So go back, watch week 1. And then Tuesday. I'll be back on Tuesday. Tuesday with Todd on Monday. Tell me what you want to do. I think somebody said something about plaques, but Aaron took care of plaques the other day. Ornaments. Yeah, I mean, we could probably do some ornaments. It's coming up on that type of year to do some stuff there. Here in-house, we've got a lot of stuff printing that we're doing and a lot of one-off stuff. So not like fun production stuff, but I'm always willing to try new stuff and put it out there. I do know that by Tuesday, we will have November's sample pack ready for Spangles. And we still have the Spangles subscription boxes that you're able to get. And they're a pretty good deal on those. So check those out over at fatdadwholesale.com. I bet I could probably just put these in banners and do it. Yeah. So check that out over at fatdadwholesale.com because there are some great deals going on the subscriptions for that. We figured out how to kind of make things a little streamlined there. But there's a good 3-pack sample pack for October with Thanksgiving designs. And then the one for November is going to be kind of fun holiday designs. They're going to revolve around booze because, hey, what's the holiday without some booze, right? So that's what we have there. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff. Leave comments below because your comments help grow the page. The more comments you leave, the more interaction it sees. So go ahead and do that. Check out our Facebook group over at facebook.com/groups/OSG Business Basics. I do believe that I have that in here. Maybe not. I don't have that banner in here. I really should get these banners built a little better. So I have that in here. There's our YouTube one. This is where you can find me, Todd at fatdadcd.com. You can find me there. Our Success Group Success Tracker. If you're serious about your business and you want to take that jump, that first jump, the Success Tracker is an amazing program to start. For only $25, you're going to get that kick in the ass that you need to get your business go. It's a good goal-setting thing. It's a 12-month goal-setting program that we go back and forth. We find the best goal that let you define, and then we help you, micro that down to a real, goal. And then as you reach some milestones along the way, we kind of send you some cool stuff. There's a hat, or not a hat. There's a mug. There's a T-shirt. You get the certificate when you start. So there's some fun stuff to get you motivated for it. You can find out more information about that over at oursuccessgroup.com/st. While you're over there, we also have Q&A with TNA. That is every other Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central. So you can ask your questions there for those. We just did one last night that we had a great fun with. Blinking on transfers, we'll get you over to the Spangles. And I think that's it. That's oursuccessgroup.com. We've got that. Did I do that? No. Oursuccessgroup.com. If you need some business training, some business coaching, some business learning, you want to advance your business, this is the place to go to. We've got bi-monthly trainings. We have mastermind success groups, and we have our success tracker. There's plenty of great information to hit every level of your business to help you grow. If you need more information about it, go over to oursuccessgroup.com, and we'd be happy to explain more to you. On that note, kids, I think I'm done shilling everything. I'm good. I'm there. We learned how to press onto HTV tonight. Sublimation, glitter glitter, glow in the dark HTV. I think we nailed it. Post in the groups what you've done and how you've seen it. And until next time, you still have to help me come up with some sign off. I don't know what it is. I just end it when I want to end it, and we just kind of go from there. So you guys have a great night. Until next time. Well, I don't know. I don't even know how hors d'oeuvre. Something French. Oui, merci. I don't know. Bon voyage. Yeah. Anyway.